I am proud to say that after 1 month of releasing this, I have... All right, welcome everyone. This is the start of me building my SaaS product in public. We're gonna go over the first month since the launch. If you wanna join along for the journey, please like and subscribe. So without further ado, let's jump into it. I decided to build this product actually based on a side hustle that I started several years ago. So back in early 2020, with the pandemic, I was going to school and moved back home and found my old sports card collection there. Did some research, found out that sports cards were kind of coming back a little bit. So I decided to see if I could sell some of the cards. I ended up getting into it as a side hustle, buying and flipping cards, specifically getting cards graded professionally and then reselling them for a profit. So I kind of used that initial capital from selling that old collection to fund my side hustle. And it's something I'm still doing to this day, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger. It's been a lot of fun. But one of the things that was always difficult for me in the early stages was tracking my data and just all the finances behind it. It felt like I was spending more time doing that side of things than actually, buying and selling the cards themselves. So I did research online. I was mostly just trying to use spreadsheets and things like that. And I did some research online, and most other people were also doing that. But it's funny, people would put out YouTube videos on it, and a lot of them were using similar methods, and they would even say in the videos, I don't really love everything about this method. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know. So I didn't really find anything that worked super well for me through my online research. So I decided, with a background in coding, that I would go ahead and build a product for myself, that I would tailor it exactly to how I wanted it. I knew it would take some time and initial investment, but it would save me a lot of time on the back end. So I did that. I started building the software actually back in 2023, early 2023 for myself. And I started using it kind of personally at that point. And then I put the idea out there for a lot of people, and I got a lot of response from it. So I decided it was something I probably would want to eventually work on again and maybe release to the public. So it was at that point that I started a YouTube channel to showcase my card business. I figured that might eventually become an avenue to market my website as well. So I started that in early 2023 as well. But due to a lot of life events, I had to put the website on hold for over a year and a half, basically. Just wasn't time to do that kind of thing. But I did start having a little bit more free time towards the end of 2024. So I decided I would try to make one big push, get this thing out there and see what happened. If nothing happened, that's fine. At least I tried. But I was hopeful with the feedback I got that there would be some interest in it. So when I was making this big push to get it out to the public, there were a few features that I kind of wanted to put out there that were a little bit tricky for me to finish up. That I had started them, in the early days back in 2023, but I hadn't finished them because there were some roadblocks there. I wanted easy ways to organize and filter data, because I really wanted, if users were going to use this, I wanted there to be clear advantages to using my platform over spreadsheets. So I made some features to sort your cards by the seller that you bought them from, so you could know which sellers you wanted to buy from again, which ones you wanted to avoid. I made a feature to sort by different grading orders, so you could see your profitability for each order and kind of break down what works and what doesn't. And the biggest game-changing feature, which I'm still kind of working on at the end of month 1, is bulk importers. A big advantage to using my site over spreadsheets, hopefully once I'm done with these, is you'll be able to import your data in bulk directly from eBay or from wherever you sell from, versus manually entering every card in a spreadsheet. So game-changing features, those are coming out, and hopefully I can market them well, and stay tuned for month 2 for how that goes. But anyway, I finished a few of what I considered the necessary features for the MVP before releasing it. And then I integrated with Stripe for payments, and I published it live. That was in early December. And so I started lightly marketing it on my YouTube channel. I didn't want to come across as forcing it down people's throat or whatever. It's a small YouTube channel that I have, but I do try to provide a lot of free value, showcasing the sports card side of the business. So I didn't want to come across as salesy or anything, but I did mention it. I started putting together an email list with MailChimp, started sending out some email marketing, and I offered 1 month free trial for anyone who signed up. So I had a lot of people start joining the free trial, or a lot to me anyway. It's all relative, but some of them canceled pretty early on. Some of them stuck with it. I got people emailing me, asking questions about the platform, how to use it, what features are coming soon, making suggestions. So that was all really great. And I've really tried to use that user feedback to funnel what features I work on next. My goal was I really want to get the first 5 users in here on a free trial and just develop as personal of a relationship as I could with them. Help them set things up, offered to jump on video calls with them if they need help, get their feedback if they canceled, trying to follow up with them, asking why they canceled, see if there's any deal breaker features for them or pricing or whatever their issues are. I really wanted to hear that out because that's very valuable, especially in the early stages. So in the first month, really have learned a lot. Before I go through the results, I just want to share 3 lessons that I learned in this first month. So number 1 is kind of like I mentioned, listen to your users. They're in there, they're in the platform. Obviously I use the platform too, but I built it for me. So it's tailor-made for exactly how I want to use it. Different users are going to use it differently. So hearing their feedback and intentionally seeking out their feedback is huge in the early stages. Another lesson is don't try to wait for things to be perfect. Get a minimum viable product out there and then iterate on that as you're getting users and as you can build up some momentum. I think if I had a different mindset, I probably would have been able to release this a lot earlier. I was very, picky with how I wanted it in my mind, that I really wanted to wait until certain things were done before I released it to the public. Number 3 is expect there to be roadblocks and challenges, but don't let them slow you down. So it's funny, challenges will come up now and they seem really small now compared to when I started this thing, and challenges would come up in the coding process or whatever the case, it would seem insurmountable. But now that I have a little more experience and I've just kind of battled through those things, what was seemingly big challenges a year, 2 years ago are relatively small now. So, there's always going to be bigger and bigger challenges to face in all the aspects of running a SaaS business, but I think you can get better at handling challenges and just moving forward. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into the results. So I am proud to say that after 1 month of releasing this, I have 3 paying users in the platform at $9.99 per month. So obviously, that's not a huge number. That may seem like it's not big because it's not. But for me, it's a huge validation, and I have the mindset if there's 3 in there willing to pay for the platform, there's going to be 3 more, and there will be 5 more after that, and 10 more after that. And every user that joins, it's $10 a month, 5 users, and that knocks out my phone bill. Another 5 users, there goes another bill. And I just kind of like to look at it in that mindset. It's not an all or nothing thing. It can be very iterative and incremental, and I'm very happy with that. In addition, there's also 1 more user who is still subscribed, and their free trial is over now, but their payment hasn't gone through. So I'm trying to sort that out. So we may have 4 users in month 1, which is awesome. There's 3 more users still on the free trial who are using it and have not canceled yet. They seem to like it. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. I'm really trying to work hard, like I said, and develop close relationships with these first few users. I want to hear from them, and I want to keep them happy, keep them in the app, and be able to iterate on their feedback, tailor to them a little bit. Again, It's not crazy, but considering I haven't spent a dime on marketing or anything, I'm very happy with these results. So what's next? Coming up in month 2, like I mentioned, I have some game-changing features coming out, bulk importers for data import. That's going to be awesome. I'll market those as best as I can. Hopefully that will drive some more users in there. I'm also working more on the marketing side of things. I have an email list and, some things set up in MailChimp, but I'm not very experienced with email marketing. So I want to dive into that a little bit more in this coming month. Another big thing is I'm looking to start an affiliate program as well that will allow my users to basically market the software to others, and they'll get a cut. I'm thinking 50% recurring of each referral that they make that signs up for the app. So thanks for watching. This is as raw as it gets. I'm going to share all the results, really building in public. This is month 1, many more months to come. So subscribe, stay tuned for month 2. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If anyone has experience with SaaS, I'm always looking to learn more about what I can do better. The link to my other YouTube channel is below, and the link to my website as well. Feel free to give suggestions on how I can improve the landing page or the website itself. And if you want to support, if you have any friends who do side hustles that have to do with sports cards, other types of cards, or any reselling side hustle really, you can let them know about this website, and I would really appreciate that. So thank you all for watching. Love to hear your comments below, and we'll see you in month 2.